Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. Coming up, we've got a VRS Sprint race from Spa. We're once again in the BMW M4 GT3. We've had a bit of a break from iRacing over the last sort of week or so. Daytona week, although I love watching other people streaming the races, like, you know, streamers that I'm subscribed to. I like watching them, but I'm not a big endurance race fan, if you like. I haven't got the attention span for much more than an hour. But yeah, so we've had a bit of a break from sim racing. It's good to be back. I feel a little bit rusty, even though I've only had a week off. We had a good qualifying, I thought. You know, I had a PB 2:16.6, I think was my time around Spa, and it ended up being a second and a half slower than pole position, and we ended up in P16 on the grid. But 5th and 18th, I think there was 6/10 separating, so it was a massively close, a really competitive, like, midfield. But obviously, you know me, I don't like starting in the mid pack. I'm either at the top of the grid or right at the back, or I'm in the pits. So I started from the pits, managed to avoid a few collisions in the first couple of laps, made a few positions. Made one little mistake and it kind of cost me a little bit. But yeah, not the most exciting of races, but you know me, I like to keep it real. You know, upload the good races and also the not so good. That's pretty much it. Enjoy the race, guys, and yeah, I'll see you after.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. Crap start, mate, but we need you to recover something here. Incident in Camel. It looks like Gill.
Oh dear.
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
Didn't want to do that. Get a silly off track there by not paying attention.
There's an incident in. Who on?
Stay there, buddy. We made what?
P21.
8 places. We'll take that.
There's an incident in turn 9.
Oh, it's getting spicy.
Okay, Paul, the next car is Palmer. Yellow flag, caution. Incident in turn 13.
It's a long race, so we keep calm, don't do anything silly. No need to do any dives or lunges just yet.
The leader has just done a 2:15.80.
2:15.8 with race fuel, that's great. I think we're up to P20.
P20.
So we're up, what, I think 9 or 10 positions after 2 laps.
Really? Really? Bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
Oh
I'm
dear.
actually so sorry. It was 100% not, 100% by accident.
It sounds like it could be another freebie. Possibly.
You can go on and report that it was so my fault.
The gap to Palmer ahead is now 1.1.
Slightly out of my league in this split for sure. To do a 2:16.5, which is my best lap, and still only qualify P16, that sort of... Oh, that was a little bit of a kick.
That lap time was 2:18.02.
Of course, a real gaggle here.
Alright, Paul, we'll need to pit for fuel 33 minutes into the race. There's an incident in Lecombe. We think it might be Sorensen.
Left side. Clear left.
Oh dear.
In turn 9. It looks like it's Palmer.
Picked up about 3 places there, I think. Bit of avoidance. That's thinned out the herd a little bit. Patience, Padawan, patience. Oh dear. Shadow Realm. Good lap for us.
15th place.
Oh, awful. Awful turn. Well, we've managed to avoid any mishaps, apart from that silly little one on lap 1 where I was pissing about with tyres.
The car in front is Geisler. The gap to Sorensen behind is now 4.6 seconds.
Too early on the gas there, Paul. So how many have we got in front of us? 4, 5?
The gap to Geisler in front is now 3.1 seconds.
Keep battling, boys. Keep battling.
Okay, Paul, you're reeling Geisler in. The gap is 2.4.
Oh my god, man. I've done exactly what that guy did who snapped. Just caught that bit of curb, bit of grass, and around she went. I couldn't catch it. So that's cost me what, 2 positions? And a hell of a lot of time on track. Not to worry. I'm more upset with the the incident points. don't know if you noticed there, but we waited until, you know, we didn't just reverse on track back onto the track. We waited until the guys that were really close to me had gone. Last thing we want to do is be the cause of someone's wrecking someone's race. Get your words out, Paul. A little bit deep there.
Okay, Paul. Pit window open.
I feel very rusty. You know, you leave. I haven't.
Looking out. Get your head down. B16. Palmer behind is pitting now.
You don't race for a week or two, and when you get back without any practice, you kind of feel a little bit rusty.
You've used half your fuel. The gap in front is now 2.7 seconds.
Oh, we lost a good 15 seconds there, I'd say.
Okay, Paul, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. You've just done a 218.21.
Definitely closing angle down. We're getting a bit of draft now. Don't need to do anything silly.
You're reeling this car in. The gap's now 0.6.
He's pitting. That's why we didn't
Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits.
didn't go in for the overtake.
The car behind is pitting. P15.
Would have been good if he could have told me just a little bit earlier, but it's all good. Ten seconds behind these guys. I think they probably pitted though by the looks of it.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Righto, Jim.
Okay, Paul, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. We're at the halfway point. You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 7.8 seconds.
So Angle was in the pits for what, 27 seconds all total? Kind of hoping Maximilian hasn't pitted, because I think we can maybe catch him. Oh, I don't know, way wide. Maybe not. I think this is probably our position now, barring any incidents up ahead.
The gap in front is now 9.0. Okay, Paul, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. That lap was a 2:19.05.
Right, so Michelle or Michaeli is pitted for sure. So we're not in the race with him or her. Angel behind us is who we're racing. Oh, such a shame about this spin that we had here. We're definitely punching above our weight anyway in this split.
Okay, Paul, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
15 minutes to go.
The gap in front is increased to 5.4. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Maybe a lap or two left of fuel.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour. We'll fill you to the end of the race.
Right.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
Okay, we got out in front of Angel. Hopefully we'll keep this position, P14 or 15.
P15. The gap behind is now 4.1. The leader is pitting now.
Quite happy to sit behind Mario because we're not going to challenge for another position unless he holds me up considerably. Then we'll have to get past him. I guess though, if you'd offered me P15 at the start of this race with 15 minutes to go, then I probably would have bit your hand off, starting from the pits. I mean, obviously we'd be a good 15 seconds up the road if we hadn't have spun. Come on, Mario. Yeah, we're not going to catch Alan.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. We're looking all right here. Keep your concentration nice and smooth.
Oh dear. My internet is playing up. Car in front of me disappeared, so I looked at my relative, and everyone had disappeared. So I don't know what it is with the internet at the moment. I've got a gigabit connection, so usually it's fine, but for the last few weeks I've had quite high ping in iRacing. Only iRacing. It's looking like P15, boys and girls. Hopefully it won't be an iRating loss. Maybe a small gain, because I think the strength of field will be higher than I would have anticipated. So with any luck, we'll gain a little bit and maybe a bit of safety rating.
Incident in who on? Looks like it's Palmer.
First race of the week. Hopefully we'll get a little bit better as the week goes on. Not sure what the strongest car is here this week. I just enjoyed driving the BMW, so I'll stick with it. Not going to jump to another car just because it's strong.
Okay, Paul, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. The gap behind is now 5.3 seconds.
I mean, I'm clearly either slow or I've got some damage, but I don't feel like I've got any damage, because the guy in front has got wing damage, so on his rear wing, and he's pulling away. He's Can't be that long left, maybe 5 minutes.
Remaining, 5 minutes left.
Thank you, Jim. One thing about my channel is I don't cherry pick what I upload. I upload the good and the not so good.
Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
So although P15 not terribly exciting, it's real. It's a real race, you know. I started from the pits, P30. So we're in the top half, barely. And I probably would have took that at the start of the race. You know, we maybe would be battling with Alan for maybe a position or two, but the good thing is we've got car number 7 and car number 3 behind us, so they're going to lose a bunch of I rating. And even if I do lose any I rating, it won't be a lot. I say it's always good to get out the grid a bit further. Like I say, I've done a PB around here in the BMW, like a 216. Well, you can see 216.6, and that was only good enough for P16. A second and a half slower than pole position. And as I said at the start of the race, P5 to P18 was separated by 5.5 tenths. That's crazy competitive. If we hadn't have spun, who knows where we would have been. Steady race nonetheless. Managed to avoid quite a lot of carnage. And for the most part, keep it in between the lines.
Crystal on the straight.
One silly
2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
one silly off track on lap 1 where I was pissing about with tyres. And the other time where I spun it. That gave me a 2x. Yeah, it's a 3x. 3x in total. Around Spa, that's not bad.
There's an incident in turn 9. We think it might be Geisler.
See, this is where we may pick up a position or two. You never know.
Okay, Paul.
Oh, come on, internet.
Fuel remaining, 5 minutes.
I really don't know what's up with this internet. Why it just keeps dropping. Disconcerting. It only seems to happen on iRacing as well. No, we're not going to pick up another position. Guys has got going again. Last lap. White flag fever, as my old mate Glenn RG used to say.
One more to go. We're running on fumes, mate.
What about running on fumes, Jim? I'm running on empty. I'm absolutely starving. So, we're just looking at P15 is where we're going to stay. In all honesty, it was car number 23 of 29. So to make it just into the top half, not a bad achievement.
All right, Paul, push now. We can catch up here. The car in front is Sorensen.
Sorensen's long gone, Jim.
Very little fuel left.
Yeah, it's probably about a fair reflection of where we should have finished. I don't think we would have challenged much higher. It may have been a bit closer.
Looks like P1 has gone off in La Source.
And there we have it. P15.
15th place. That's the end of the race.
Okay, so there you go, guys. We gained a whopping 1i rating, which on the face of it sounds quite horrible, but you know, we finished P15. So to finish P15 and still end up in positive I rating, that tells you like the strength of field, according to my ability, was high. Yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, we had that little spin, but in all fairness, our pace, we were nowhere near the leaders, and we probably wouldn't have challenged much further up the grid, to be honest, finishing positions. So yeah, we had a 1i rating, and we had a nice 0.64 change to our safety rating. Obviously, we was on the threshold, so we've got a nice big one. So yeah, happy with that. Like I said, not the most exciting race in the world, but I do like to try and keep it real on the channel and upload the good as well as like the not so good, like today. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the race, guys. If you did, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and if you haven't already, perhaps even consider subscribing to the channel. Well then, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.